Hello families, I'm Nichole Cecil, the Sparks coordinator for this Awana year. I just wanted to take this time to welcome everyone who is new to Sparks and talk about the program with Sparks. Also, I wanted to talk about some changes that may be taking place if you're a returning Sparks member. First off, when you registered for Awana, the price includes many different activities, but also your handbook. However, it doesn't include your Awana vest or Awana Sparky bag or any extra books if your student needs one. Thus, I wanted to encourage you to take the time to order your Awana vests for your Sparky. I also encourage you to get it a little bit of a bigger size if you're new to Sparks with a kindergarten. This vest will be with them for their kindergarten, first grade, and second grade. And so you want to make sure it's something that they could grow into. I know when I bought it for my daughter, it was quite large for her, but it's nice because now she's growing, and so therefore when she gets to second grade, she could still wear it. Also too, with the vest, this is where the awards will go. So that's why I extra encourage you to buy the vests. Also too, while the Sparky bag is great and helpful to place stuff in, students can always use another bag. They can use any bag that they wish. I do suggest to bring a small bag if you don't choose to buy the Sparky bag, because it's a nice helpful way to put their handbooks in so they don't lose them, their papers, their crafts, their water bottle. Some Sparkies, they have a habit of losing some materials throughout the night when we're traveling from small group to game time to big group, and it's just a lot for the leader to manage with everybody's stuff. So therefore it's always nice to just bring a small bag, make sure they put their stuff in it, make sure they have their names on it, and therefore we just keep everything together and we don't lose anything. Also throughout the Awana night, they will do a variety of different activities to learn about the Word of God, have fun and engaging activities, and many opportunities to create wonderful friendships. First is small group time. All students will be placed with a small group of students in their grade level with 1 or 2 teachers. They will get the chance to work on their handbook. I would love to take this time to encourage you to work with your student in their handbook. The stories throughout the handbook, there are stories. They're meant to be read together. Also too, on the front of your book, there's a place where you can download digital resources. This is where you can download audibles where they'll play the stories for you both to listen to, and there'll be a chance to recite verses. So I encourage you to read it with your student, join in, talk about it, and then practice reciting the verses. It will definitely make things easier as they come to small group time when they're told to memorize the verses. Students will have a chance to say their verses during small group time to their leader. Students can have 1 or 2 helps with their verses, but if they need more, they will have to repeat the verse. This way, we're trying to encourage God's word in them, and so we want to make sure they understand the verse as well. Some verses are easier than others, and some will need more practice. Therefore, I encourage you just to get a look ahead of what might be verses that might be coming up, what might be needing more practice. I know of popular sections with both Hang Glider for Kinder, first grade for Windrigger, second grade for Skystormer. They both have the chance to say the either Old or New Testament books of the Bible. For Kinder, for the Hang Glider, it's the New Testaments. They recite all of them towards the end of the book. And then Windrunner and Skystormer, they would say the Old Testament. And this is usually a little difficult spot where they have to take the time. Therefore, I encourage you also to look at the digital resources again, and maybe look at some of the YouTube videos of Awana and maybe songs that are playing of the verse. They are very, very helpful. I know when I have my daughter, when we getting to those Old Testaments, or the New Testaments, we just start practicing the songs. We start listening to the Awana songs. So I look on YouTube and I go to Awana, Old Testament or New Testament Bible song, and they have it there, and we just listen to it over and over again. We'll be doing it too during song time, but I want to encourage you to do that as well. It will help when we get to those verses. This also, I would like to take the time to talk about the different handbooks. So when we start Awana for Kinder, everybody will actually, when anybody starts Awana, they would get the Flight 316. And this is a nice book to talk about. Our theme verse for Awana with Sparkies is John 3:16. There's a little comic there. They talk about each comic. It breaks down the verse and it goes section by section. Then once they finish this, if they're in kinder, or actually for anybody, I'm sorry, they would start with the hang glider and they would go through this book. If they're in kinder though, and they finish this whole book, then they will be able to get a chance to review it. In the book is review sections. So if you see there's a little bubble that says review, this is where they review some of those verses. Not all of them, they will review some of those verses. And then if you choose, you would be able to do the extra credit. Obviously this is an additional price. Therefore it's your choice, it's up to you, but this is here offered as well. Then if they are in first grade and finish the finish the Flight 316, the hang glider, they will then go to the wing runner. So first grade, they finish all that, done the wing runner, they will then finish this book. If they finish this book in first grade, they would have the chance to go to the review sections and then the extra credit. But if they are first grade and they haven't finished either the Flight 316 or the hang glider, they would have the opportunity to finish it. And so this is where they would start with the Flight 316 if they haven't already. They will finish the hang glider and then they will finish the wing runner and then the extra credit. If they are in second grade and they finished the Flight 316, the hang glider, the wing runner, then they will start with the Skystormer. And they will go through the book. Again, then if they finish the whole book, they will be asked to do review verses, and then they will ask for the extra credit. Again, they can choose the extra credit or you don't have to, it's up to you. Now, if they are returning to second grade and they haven't finished the hang glider, or they haven't started the 316, or they haven't finished the wing runner, they'll be asked to. And so the whole purpose is to be continuous, to make sure that they have finished these books. This is a nice curriculum that's all in one, and it syncs together nicely. And so we want to make sure they understand to go through the whole parts of the book. So we would keep everything of their records, and they would finish it all the way to Skystormer if they're in second grade. Let's see. For second grade, if they finished all 3 books at the end of the Awana year, they will receive a Sparky Plot. So it's a very nice, beautiful award. It's actually a new one this year, so it'll be fresh new. They will be the first ones to get it. So I try to encourage everybody to finish the books. The handbook explains how the awards will go. You can also read it here in the beginning, how the downloads go, and there's places at the back too of their awards and how it works. But for the verses, it pretty much has a story, and then they'll have the verse, and then their leader will sign off. The leader in small group time the student will be able to read it to them or say it to them, and they will sign it off. But again, I encourage you to take the time to look through that and practice it with them. Let's see. For awards, they have when they first start their book and they get it, they'll get the patch. And then they'll get the wings. The reds and the greens are for verses. They'll say some verses and they'll get some awards. And then there are the blue awards, and those blue awards are for attendance with Awana, and they'll be given out quarterly. So there's 4 blue jewels that they can earn throughout the Awana year. At the end of every quarter, we'll check attendance, and then they'll get out the blue award. There is one particular section. It is right after they say the first couple of verses to get the patch. It is called the Bring a Fred Award. Now, this here, or Jewel, they can do this at any time, and there'll be many different opportunities where they can fulfill this. They can fulfill this by bringing a friend to the WANA program with them. They can bring a friend during any of the Creekside kids activities that we have. Usually Harvest is a big one that they have, that people bring their friends to. But also I will send out an email of many different opportunities. And so when the student gets to that particular verse, they don't have to fulfill it right then and there. They can continue on to go into throughout the activity of the books, but this here is something that they we would ask everybody to complete at some point in time for their Awana year. So that is everything with the handbook and verses. Other activities that will be taking place throughout the Awana night is game time. Thus, we would love for your student to come to Awana with an appropriate running shoes or shoes that they can run in. They'll be playing lots of different games, different tag games, running across the room. And so this is a great time to make sure they have appropriate shoes, because I don't want anybody to get hurt. I don't want their shoes to get ruined. And coming to Awana games with big old rain boots is not the great idea. So I want them to have fun and participate throughout the night. And so please make sure that they have the appropriate shoes. Lastly, they'll be singing in large group Bible story time. This is a fun, nice activity to have the whole group time. They will sing Bible songs, and then they get to learn a big Bible lesson from a teacher. Logistics about the night: please come to church around 6 to 6:10 so you can have enough time to check your students in and take them to their appropriate room. All Sparkies will start with a small group time. Then we'll ask that you will come back around 7:50 to 8 p.m. to see your student get their awards that they might have earned that night. So again, we start with small group time, we then go to game time, then we go to singing, and then we go to large group Bible time, and then at the end, 7:50 is where I start with the awards. So all my secretaries, they gather all the awards that students might have earned that night, and then I get a chance to read them off to all the kindergarten, the first and the second grade. And so this is a nice time where you can come on in to M5, stand in the back and watch your kids get the awards, and you can take nice pictures. At 8 o'clock, students will be excused and can only leave with their parent or guardian if they have the appropriate ticket number. So please make sure when you check in your child, make sure that they have that name tag on, and you also keep that ticket that they have. And so either keep it for yourself or give it to a family member that might be picking their kid up, the kid up as well. So to come on in, grab your kid into the room, and then when you're heading out to M5 at the exit door, you'll be asked for your student ticket and your ticket from the families. And so please have that together so we can make sure that everything's good, A-okay, and you guys can leave. If you have lost a ticket or maybe you don't have the ticket, please come see me, and then I'll bring out my binder that has all the information of who can check out who, and I'll need to see a photo ID, so therefore I can verify you. Other information: all students will be receiving Sparky Awana bucks throughout the night. So we're gonna have an envelope where we're gonna put them at the end of the back of their book, and they can keep Sparky bucks. So they get these for earning positive rewards. They've done positive behavior, so they'll get lots and lots of Sparky bucks. And what they do is once a month, they could take these tickets, they're gonna make sure all their names are on it, and they turn into raffle tickets. And so I'm gonna have once a month prizes out, whether it be like a little gift basket of like, oh, I want this prize, I'm gonna put all my tickets in there, or they could put some of them. They don't have to put them all if they don't want to. They could save them if they want to, and then therefore at the end of the night, whatever tickets are in them, I'm gonna draw it, and then I'll give out the basket. So that's once a month, we'll have some baskets and prizes, things to give out that they can use with their Awana book. Just please make sure that they have their name on it when we have that time. And I'll send out emails too of when that might be occurring. Also too, we have theme nights that will be taking place. There's a calendar available that you can see online that has all the information. Also too, I'll be sending out emails of when that might be. We have Bring a Can night, we have Glow night, we got silly socks, we have lots of different things to make it fun with Awana. Lastly, again, I'll be sending out weekly informations and updates if you have any questions to keep you up to date. If you have any questions, please let me know. I hope my video here was very helpful and I answered a lot of questions. I'm sorry that it was a little bit long, but I wanted to make sure that you had all your information. Let me know if you need anything. Again, I'm Nichole Cecil. Please email me, or you can come talk to me anytime. We look forward to seeing you at Awana and having a great year. Bye.